So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Friday afternoon webinar. I'm happy to welcome you here on Trading.live with my brand new partner. You can see it in the chart FXview. I'm really happy to announce my new relationship and partnership with this great broker, FXview. We want to talk about a little bit about this new collaboration. And of course, we want to talk about our special topic, how to trade in 2024. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our today's session. It's Friday. It's a brand new year, and it's a brand new trading week. It's almost done. It's Friday, January 5th, and I'm really happy to welcome you here. So I can see everything is fine, Tomasz. Wonderful. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. I have my wand with me as always, because maybe I can conjure a smile in your face with our trading today. Welcome in the name in name of Trading Live, and of course in the name of FXview. I'm really happy to welcome you here in our session. Yeah, the topic today is how to trade in 2024 and how we can do this with great partners and of course with a great strategy. First of all, let me invite you to meet the people here on FXview. The next possibility, the next opportunity, you can meet the people in live if you come to Dubai. It's in Dubai, yeah. In the IFX Expo in Dubai, January 16 to 18. I want to invite you to come over there, and you will have a Platin sponsor here on FXview on this expo in Dubai, and you have the great chance to meet the people there. If you want to open an account there, then you can meet the people first there. And of course, in the chat, you can see in the opening, there is a special link from me here on FXview. So I'm really happy if you do this. And if you look for a great broker, then you can open here an account. Yeah, more than that, you will find a lot of informations here. Of course, if you go to this, then you will see why you have to choose FXview, for example, because low cost, transparency, clients come always first for my colleagues here on FXview, and safety of the funds, multi-regulated award-winning broker. And more than that, you will find a lot of platforms and tools. For example, MT4, MT5, Act Trader, comparison, Traders Toolbox, API trading. You will find, for example, the economic calendar. Let's see what we expect today. You know, non-farm payrolls, we had today a lot of impact in trading. So let's see here in January, we had here a couple of minutes before. Let's see in the, no, that's Wednesday, that's next week. Let's see here. That's Monday. Here we have United States. You see, we have the non-farm payrolls today, and they had a lot of impact. We will see it in the chat and of course in the chart in a couple of minutes when we see how we can trade with a clear strategy. Okay, so you will find this everything on this FXview side, and of course many things more, video tutorials, webinars, a lot of webinars here on FXview if you want. Then of course market news. Yeah, you will find market insights, for example. Let's see what we can do there. Yeah, weak sentiment. You will find all interesting news you need for your own trading. Okay, we will come back to my great partner here, FXview, in the middle, and of course at the end again. Let's start. I hope you have a very good start into the new year. I want to wish you here from my side, Marcus, from FXview, I wish you a wonderful and a great new year 2024. You had a great start. I hope you had a great start. And yeah, we want to continue with our kind of trading with clear rules and a clear, very clear strategy. How we can do this? If we understand what trading really means. Trading is a game of mathematics. We have a product like euro dollar, we have buyers and sellers, and in the middle we have the price. How you can make money in trading? Very simple. Buy cheap and sell expensive. That's, guys, the only way how you can make money, especially in trading. There is no other way. It's always the same way. Buy cheap and sell expensive. We have to understand this. It doesn't matter what you do in trading. First of all, what you need is a strategy. If you don't have a strategy, a well-proven strategy, a clear strategy with a positive expectation value, then you cannot become successful with trading on a long run. We need to understand what trading really means. And if you want to learn how to trade in 2024, then this is the first thing you need to learn, that you need a strategy. You are always, let me point that out, you are always at the right edge of the chart, here, always there. You don't live in the back, you live in the present, and you have to trade into the future. But you will never know if the price is going up or down. You will never know. You cannot influence the price. The only thing what you can do is that you know what you have to do. Therefore, we talk about the 5 magic questions. You always need to know what to do, how, when, where, and why. Let me repeat this. The only chance to make money in trading, even in 2024, is if you know at the right edge of the chart what to do, how to do, when, where, and why. Therefore, first of all, you need to understand what are you doing there. You don't trade euro dollar. You don't trade the DAX. You don't trade Dow Jones. You don't trade any other things. The only thing is you trade the price. Yeah, you trade always the price, no more, no less. It's very important to understand that. People think they can have an opinion about euro dollar, about the Dow Jones. For a couple of minutes, 45 minutes before, 45 minutes ago, we had the non-farm payrolls. That was a huge impact, up and down, because people have an opinion and they interpret, So we had, for example, here in FXview, if you go to the platform and the tools, for example, and we see where here, sorry, again, here the market news. Where was it? Let me see again. The stocks, tools, platform comparison, economic calendar. Here we go. So you remember, we had for a couple of minutes before, we had here non-farm payrolls. So people try to interpret, but what you need at the right edge of the chart is a clear strategy and clear rules. There is no other chance. So it doesn't matter if you trade Aussie dollar, if you trade euro dollar, it's just the product. But this product has a special price. So, and therefore you always trade the price and not the product. That's the first part you need to understand. that you trade the price and not the product. Because the next thing is, if you trade the price, then you will realize that you need to ask, how much is it? Is it expensive or is it cheap? And then the next point, ladies and gentlemen, is if you think about the price, then you will realize how to make money. And then you will see, and that's the pure logic beyond, okay, I only can make money if I buy cheap this product to a cheaper price and to sell it more expensive. And the difference between your buying price and the selling price, the difference, that's your profit. So you see, basically trading is no difference to your whole life. If you have your own shop, if you are self-employed, if you have your own business, then you know you only can make money if you buy your product cheaper and you sell it more expensive. And the difference, that's your money. In trading, there is no difference, absolutely no difference. That's the reason why, first of all, you need a good partner, a good education, a good partner like FXview, for example, a broker with a great supportive behavior. And then you will see, okay, I need a strategy. I need a strategy that I can buy cheap and sell expensive. So as you know, ladies and gentlemen, we have many, many strategies outside there. But most of the strategies outside there, they are based on perception. But this is not working because perception is an absolutely individual thing. But we are trading with mathematics. And mathematics is nothing individual. When it comes to the formula, what is 2 plus 2, then it's 4 and not 5 and not 3 and not 1. As much as it often comes to 2 plus 2, then it's always 4. If you give another answer than 4, then you are wrong. You cannot make money. So, and therefore, the best strategy, the very best strategy, and all great traders use that strategy is the trend following. Buy cheap and sell expensive. And if you don't have the chance to influence that price, ladies and gentlemen, then it's very important that you have only probabilities. And therefore you need a strategy with a specific number. And this trend following system has a probability, which means an expectation value of around about 70%. That means if you catch the price in this cheap thing, in this cheap point, then you have a probability of around about 70% that the price is going up, and you can you can sell it more expensive. So, and that's the point. That's simple, very simple. Trading, ladies and gentlemen, is nothing complicated. People make it very complicated. The whole industry make it very complicated. But basically, trading is not complicated. It's absolutely not complicated. It's simple. It's a product, it's a price, and you can make money, buy cheap, and sell expensive. That's the only thing. Okay, so now the next point is how to make money in 2024. If you use this strategy, then you need to figure out, how can I find this cheap point? Now, you remember I told you, don't do perception. You need to have a clear strategy and very clear rules. So that's the reason, to figure out this cheap price, we need clear rules that when it comes to the right edge of the chart, that we always know what to do, how, when, where, and why. That's the most important part. So therefore, that's the rules. To figure out that cheap price and that you have this safe feeling, that you have a secure feeling when it comes to the right edge of the chart, that you don't have to gamble, that you don't feel unsure and uncomfortable. You have the 4 rules. Rule number 1, we need a valid trend. What is a valid trend? A valid trend is kind of simple. You have a move, you have a correction, and you have a second move. And the second move has to get higher than the last move. This is the definition of a valid trend. When it comes to rule number 2, the first entry is between trend arm number 2 and of course trend arm number 4. Based on the fact, buy cheap, sell expensive. And rule number 3, we trade out of the correction, not in the move. We want to buy cheap. Therefore, we trade out of the correction. We need to wait until the price is in the correction, when the price coming back. Then we want to buy cheap. If you buy in the move when the price is running, then you give the money to other people. But I know you want to make money with trading, right? So that's the point. And then when it comes to rule number 4, you have to wait until the price turns around. Yeah, and then we make a stop buy order, and then we say, if the trend will continue, then I want to be a part of that point. Therefore, I work with Heikin Ashi, and I can work with a balance candle. And a balance candle, you will see it right now in the chart. With this in mind, you will see how to make money in 2024. And let me remind you, first of all, what you really need is a really, really good partner. So, and therefore, you choose FXview, for example, and if you want to meet the guys, and if you by chance in Dubai in around about 2 weeks, in January 16 to 18, then you can meet the people over there. Really, really cool. Okay. Let's come to the trades and let's see what we can do. Personally, I love to trade in 4-hourly chart and of course in daily chart. We want to go to the 7 major pairs and see how you can make money there and where you find your signals there. So look at the chart. This is Australian dollar, US dollar in 4-hourly chart. So first of all, you see, we are in a very young trend. The number 2 means it's trend arm number 2. And you remember, I give you the chance again. Rule number 2, first entry between trend arm number 2 and 4. Yeah. So therefore, you see, that was the great chance, because rule number 3 means we need a correction higher than 38%. And you see, the correction went higher than 38%. Let it mark it. You see, that was the top of the correction, and it was higher than 38%. So, and then rule number 4 is really clear. We need a balance candle, and a balance candle has shadows on the upper and the lower side, and therefore that was my balance candle. And then you see, everything is clear. There's nothing to guess, nothing to interpret. 4 rules, entry. And the entry was really clear. You see, there is the red arrow, there is the entry. And then the price goes down, and then you can follow the price. You can follow the price, for example, if you have a moving average, maybe moving average, 20 line, 10 line, whatever there is. Yeah, and then let the price doing and let the price continue. For example, or in this higher time frame, you can follow maybe just only candle by candle, for example. Yeah, that means, okay, the last stop loss is here. Yeah, and maybe since 3 o'clock you have there, and then maybe you are out. In this case, we have to be open and frankly to each other. Yeah, in this case, it was a zero-sum game. Yeah, there was the entry, and the same price was the exit. Yeah, or you use a little bit different exit strategy, then the trend is still running. Yeah, it's still a young trend, still trend on number 2, which means you don't have to go out, or we have to make a re-entry. But basically, this is the practice of the DowHow strategy and the trend following system. Okay, so let's see what's going on next and just have a look at the euro to the dollar. Very interesting. You see huge impacts huge impact about the non-farm payrolls this afternoon. Okay, actually in euro dollar, what we can see, to be honest, nothing. We don't have a trend anymore because the uptrend, the former uptrend, was broken here. So there is no uptrend because the price dropped down very sharply. And of course, we don't have a downtrend because for a downtrend, we need a valid trend. Remember, this is a valid trend. And we don't have actually a valid downtrend. And in practice, it's trendless. And then maybe you remember there are 4 magic capitals: N, T, N, T. What is NT? NT, no trend, no trade. Let me repeat it. No trend, no trade. Kind of really, really simple. No trend, no trade. Yeah? If you miss rule number 1, there is actually absolutely nothing to do. That's the point. So, but as you can see, in the past, yeah, in this uptrend, I made money 2 times. In trend on number 2, there was my very first entry. Then I traded the stop loss and I had a profitable trade. I made money here. And then there was no trend continuation at that moment. I made a re-entry and then the price went up and then I trailed my stop loss and I catched almost the high. Not by chance. No, I just trailed the stop loss bar by bar, candle by candle. And in this case, I made a bunch of money. You see? And this is the plan how you can make money in 2024 also. It's really, really simple. So, euro dollar, right edge of the chart. Let me do this again. Look, we are at the right edge of the chart. We have to make a decision here. There you have to make the decision, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah? And what's the decision? Nothing to do. Because we don't have a trend. There is nothing to do. Not in this time frame. If you switch the time frame, because maybe you might say, I trade in daily chart, for example, then we have a different situation. Because in daily chart, we have still an uptrend. We are in trend on number 4, as you can see, and that means, look at this one. We have a lovely correction, stop 61%, and we need at least 38%. And that means, okay, remember the rules. Rule number 2, the first entry between trend on number 2 and 4. And this has happened here. We are in trend on number 4. You can make money in trend on number 3. And here we are waiting now for rule number 4. We are waiting for the balance candle. And the balance candle is clear described. Yeah? Clear described. The red ones, you see the red ones, that's clear balance candles. If you have a body round about in the middle, and if you have shadows on the upper and lower side. Yeah? That's balance candles. Yeah? And for this, We are waiting here, and then we can think about a new uptrend in euro dollar in the 4-hourly chart. Or in daily chart, sorry, in daily chart. Okay. Let's come to the next part. In British pound US dollar, for example. So we have to make sure, we have to figure out what's going on at the right edge of the chart. Yeah? Because there we have to make a decision, not in the past. We need to know, what do I have to do at the right edge of the chart? And that's the reason. We know our strategy. Look, the strategy is always the same. The strategy is always the same. It's trend following. Yeah, it's trend following. It's price action. Yeah, buy cheap, sell expensive. Buy cheap, sell expensive. Buy cheap, sell expensive. The strategy has an expectation value of about 70%. It's very, very successful. You have just to do it. Just do it. Nike slogan. Just do it. So, and to be sure and to be safe at the right edge of the chart, the point is you need to know what to do, how, when, where, and why. And that's the reason, ladies and gentlemen, why you need the rules. Without rules, you are forced to gamble. You're forced to be emotional, because the point is, this is how our brain is working. If you don't know what to do, you feel uncomfortable. And at the point is, at the consequence of feeling uncomfortable, you make emotional decisions. But trading is a game of mathematics, ladies and gentlemen. If you make emotional decisions, you cannot make money on the long run, not on purpose. On accidents, by chance, of course. Yeah. So what to do? Simple. Look at this one. You see, I made already a trade here. And you see, we have trend on number 2, which means it's the great chance to catch a very young trend. And now the price went down in the last period for our chart, because non-farm payrolls, you see, the market is going crazy. Yeah. First, the price is going down, and now the buyers come back and push the price up. So we have to wait. This candle, this current candle, will be done at 7 p.m. German time, by the way. Yeah. And if this will be a balanced candle, and it looks like a balanced candle, look, there is a shadow on the lower side, the body in the middle, and of course, obviously, actually, a shadow on the upper side. When this candle will be done, we can make an entry and a stop buy entry and speculating on a trend continuation, and we will see it maybe next week again. So put in a watch list. So next question is where you should stop the price, because you just have probabilities. Yeah, even the chance is there, and even all rules are there. The point is, you don't know if the price will go up and the trend will continue. You just have probabilities and no guarantees. That's the most important part. Therefore, you need to work with a stop loss in case that the signal is not one of the good ones. You have just probabilities and no guarantees. Very important that we understand this point, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So therefore, the best part is, if we make an entry, maybe here on the way up, that you stop your price here at the last 0.3. There you calculate your money, or maybe here, yeah, that you calculate worst case scenario below that last low. In case that the price will not go up, that you get stopped out here and find another trading signal. Think about it. You don't have guarantees. Even we have a high probability of round about 70%, 70% roundabout, that the trend will do this. Yeah, continue. It's just a probability of 70%, not a guarantee. We have 30% of probability that it's not working, which means from 10 signals, 7 signals will be a good one and 3 signals will be a bad one. But you will never know which one. You will see it when it starts or not. That's the reason, ladies and gentlemen, why you need definitely rules for your entry and for your exit. Very, very important point. Okay, you see, maybe a great chance on Monday or maybe tonight here in British pound, US dollar. We will see it when we have the next meeting together. And the best part is here on trading.live, for example, you follow my channel, Logical Trader, and you subscribe the channel if you want. Then every time I make a webinar, normally I used to make a webinar once a week, always Friday, 3 p.m., same time, most of the times. And then you can follow me and you can learn a little bit. And more than that, again, if you're just looking for a brand new partner, if you're looking for a good broker, then come to FXview. Here you can open an account, and in the chat, and the beginning of the chat, you will find the link to open an account if you want. Okay, let's go to the next chart. It's New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Let's see what's going on the right edge of the chart. Because we have to make a decision the right edge of the chart. We need to know what should I do here right now. If you want to trade New Zealand dollar, US dollar, then you need to know what's going on here. So you see, trend following is working. You see, it's quite simple. Look, we come from here, move, correction. It's trend. It's trend. How cool is this? It's trend following. This is what all cool traders worldwide are doing. Hedge funds, huge traders, they are trend followers. The turtle traders in the 80s, trend followers. Richard Dunchian, trend follower. Charles Dow, 1879, trend follower. Marcus Garber, trend follower. You? I don't know. I hope trend follower too very soon. So what can we see here? Actually, quite simple. We are in trend on number 9. So for the long side, there is nothing to do because the trend is way too old. Remember, first entry between trend on number 2 and 4. And this now is trend arm number 9, which means there you can nothing do for the moment. So long, no long position here on the long side because the trend is way too old. So the only point what you can do here is just on the right edge of the chart, the short position. Let's make it a little bigger, scroll in. And you see, it's trend arm number 3. In trend arm number 2, you could not open a trade because you see the correction went not higher than 38%. There was no trading possibility. We have rule number 3, correction has to run 38% at least. So, but here now in trend arm number 3, you see the price went up more than 100%, but without the break of the trend. And as next, you see, same, there was your balance candle, which means, look, there was the entry. There was the entry. So, and then actually you can trail the stop loss with the trend following line, for example, and then the trend or the trade actually is still running. Now we have a huge impact about the non-farm payrolls this afternoon. The price dropped down really sharply. The buyers came back, bought really cheap, and actually the price went up a little bit. But the downtrend is still valid. That's very, very important. The downtrend is still valid. Yeah. So we are still in a short position. And if the price is going higher, then maybe we will find a new entry for short. We will see it next week because today is Friday and we will see what the market is doing. Okay. Then let's go to US dollar, Canadian dollar. Yeah, actually, look, it's quite simple. We have a down uptrend, trend on number 2, you remember, but we have rule number 3. And rule number 3 means correction deeper than 38%. But we don't have. The correction stops at around about 23%. So which means there is no entry allowed at the moment. Yeah. Stay on the sideline, put it on your watch list, and when the price comes deeper to 38%, then we can make an entry. Otherwise, you have to let it go. Okay, let's come to US dollar Swiss franc. So you see, I made a trade here already. Why? Simple, because it's trend on number 2. And the correction went deeper. Here you can see it. The correction went deeper here than 38%. There is 38%. You see? And the red one was also at the same time my balance candle. Therefore, you see, there was my entry. And then when the price starts, I trailed my stop loss immediately to the next period, bar by bar. Sorry. Bar by bar. Yeah. And actually, I had a teeny tiny loss. Yeah. The most important point in trading is cut the loss when it's not working. But on the other side, let the profits run. But here, the price went down and I have to cut the loss. I calculated my money here at the last 0.3, which means there was around about 1%, but here indeed I lost around about 102%, almost nothing. Yeah? Cut the loss under all circumstances. So let's come to the last one, is US dollar JPY. And this is just a big downtrend. You can see it, big downtrend, deep in the correction. Correction actually, yeah, around about 50% measured by the last move, from the last beginning of the move down. In this period, in this span, there is 50%. Huh? So, and that means now, look, there it looks like that this could be a balance candle. At 7 p.m. tonight, you have to wait. 7 p.m. this could be a balance candle, and then we can open a short position and calculating that we see a trend continuation on the lower side next week. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, this is the way how to make money in 2024. Clear strategy and clear rules. How you can do this? If you learn it. And the best part is, if you want to learn it, if you have the right broker with you, if you have a good partner with you, let's just a second, please. Here. If you have, for example, this FXview partner, my new partner, my new collaboration, I'm really happy to work with the guys over there. Yeah. And you can open an account here. You'll find the link in the chat on the beginning in the upper side. There you can open your account, and then you have a great partner on your side. And if you come to Dubai in 2 weeks, then you can meet the people over there. And very soon we will have a great new program to educate you that you have a great year 2024. Thank you very much for listening. I wish you a great weekend, and I hope we see each other next week again. And as always, have courage and be kind. And may the force of the logic be with you. See you next week.